Hello, and welcome to the Memory Arcade. So, this one, Illusion of Gaia, Illusion of Time in some territories, has been a long time coming. No pun intended. Hello DC Junkie, welcome back. Yeah, so I played Soul Blazer in what seems ages ago, and I always intended to follow this one up with Illusion of Gaia and eventually Terranigma. Yeah, never got to it, but it's not a super long game, and it's certainly a good one. I guess for a while there I wasn't super in the mood for a very talkative game, where I had to do a lot of dialogue reading. Speaking of which, the world was in an age of exploration. Looking for new lands, man uncovered the relics of ancient cultures. Good, mode 7, huh? As time passed, many legends began to surface. A legend from each ruin, a legend from each culture. Various relics were found in the ruins. One of the legends told of strange statues in the shape of spirits. What was a spirit to ancient people? The ruins don't tell us. People entered the ruins, searching for wealth, went in. Never to return? Something like that. Some said they were traps to protect the treasures, others said it was a curse. No one thought these ruins would bring about disaster. Was it really the ruins that actively Oh well, we'll get into that. Anyway, I like this. It's kind of vague, but also sets the mood for the whole globetrotting thing, because it's a big that's a big theme in this game. It's travel. You travel around the world and you do I have any? Oh, never mind. You travel around the world, and it's kind of set in on an alternate Earth, so to speak. So there's a lot of stuff from actual real Earth, and a lot of stuff is just fantasy. And yeah, let's just jump in there. Attack with A. Oh, I shall get used to it. We start in school on a Sunday. Well, that sucks. But it looks like a priest, so I guess it's Sunday school, so it tracks. My name is Will. A year has passed since I went to the Tower of Babel with my father. Sorry. My father and his party met with disaster. Somehow I made it back to South Cape. I still can't believe my father's gone. I'll never believe it. When I grow up, I'll be an explorer and see the world. Somewhere I will meet my father. That's all for today's lesson. You've heard your best not to fall behind. Demons have appeared outside of town. If you go very far, you must go with your parents. So when I originally played this, and I think I played it in German, dialogue seemed fine. It feels a little stilted and also kind of condensed, like there maybe was more dialogue in the Japanese original, and And they just had to really hammer home what each of the dialogue boxes. Yeah, this got a, I want to say, decent translation into German. And yeah, but also back as a kid would have been German or English, which I then learned when I ran out of games to play in German. Like I'm from Germany, yeah. I didn't learn English. Like, I learned English in school because it was a well, a good day to you too. I try to keep chat in English to, you know, keep it more open for more people. But yeah, where was I? But I remember that my English grades were pretty poor. Well, I guess I can pat myself on the back for sounding pretty authentic. Yeah, my English grades were pretty poor, and then because I'm the kind of person who best learns a subject by actually having some level of application. And yeah, games like Breath of Fire 2 and Chrono Trigger, those were among the first where I really cut my teeth, and eventually also sat down with a dictionary when I really couldn't get a word out of the context, and suddenly my English grades got better. Who knew? Video games. They teach you stuff. Anyway, yes, so the English dialogue here, what I'm saying, sounds pretty condensed. Like, they had maybe more text in the Japanese original, but then they translated it, and Japanese takes up less space on a cartridge. And yeah, a lot of English scripts as a result are pretty basic, because they have to cut stuff, or they could have sprung for a bigger ROM physical cartridge to put more data on it, but that would have been more expensive. So, like, for instance, when Final Fantasy VI made the transition from Japanese into English, they had to throw out about a third of the script. And the version I played here on stream was actually a retranslation. Anyway, Seth says, I love the color coding, by the way. All the characters have pretty distinct appearances. And yeah, the color coding for the dialogue is really helpful. I'll see you guys at the usual place. I have to go home first. I'll see you guys there later. If you don't hurry home, your mother would think that you were kept after school. Hehe. I'm not gonna make a Catholic joke here. Like always, the cave at the seashore. Oh, Will, please recite with me. The world shines on brightly through eternity. Well? You look like a fast runner. To run, push the control pad twice. Hold it, many demons are prowling around outside town. Didn't your teacher warn you not to leave town without your parents? But I don't have any parents. Oh, it's you, Will. I'm so sorry. I travel around to people's houses selling weapons used to fight demons. We may live in troubled times, but I won't sell a weapon to a child. Well, I'm worried. There's been a lot of strange merchants lately doing business. Yeah, like the weapons merchant? Can we talk about that? So this is what I would call a mid-Super Nintendo game. Like, It doesn't look quite as amazing as the later games in the console's lifespan, but this is definitely a step up from, you know, the really early games, and like Soul Blazer. Like, this series is actually really perfect. Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and Terranigma, just to see how far the Super Nintendo came through its lifespan. This is my house. The pie that Grandma Lola is making smells really great. Welcome home, Will. Dinner isn't ready yet. Go outside and play for a while. Coming home at this hour probably means you had to stay after school again. Excellent. Even if a boy can't study, he should show a little initiative. Okay. How long have we been playing this? It's strange. This game is like red light, green light. Ah. Only me. Oh no! What are you doing? This child, honestly. My friend Eric lives here. This is the biggest house in South Cape. Will envy people born to rich families. Eric's father, everyone is... Oh, sorry. Everyone is jealous of this big house. It's nothing. We moved to this town before anyone else. It's the little things in life that make you rich or poor. Well, heard any good stories? I guess entertainment is one of them. Richest family in town, but they can't afford Netflix. Don't worry, I'm not on fire. It's just a treatment for my sore body. That's a weird line. Cleaning the big house all day makes my brain ache. It's a treatment for her brain. She just smoking weed. Never mind. My astronomer friend said something very strange. A star is approaching the Earth. That's not good. This is Lance's house. He lives here with his frail mother. Your father has been lost at the Tower of Babel for a year now. It seems like only yesterday. It seems like only yesterday you came home traumatized. Good times, good times. By the way, if I'm riffing too hard on the dialogue, let me know. I'll try and turn it up. You found a red jewel. Oh! Items. Red jewel. Trade for goods in town. Rearrange items. Discard items. Will's condition. Stack pattern for explanation of dark power. Okay. Feel sorry for Seth. I understand why. He hates to see his parents fighting every day. Oh dear. No sooner was the door to Seth's house opened, that a jar came flying out. What's wrong with having a little fun with my hard-earned money? It's no joke. That man, I put up with it for Seth's sake, but if it weren't for him I'd have left long ago. Oh wow. Also, I should probably say this. This game gets super real in places, in terms of the story, so I wanna don't really say it merits a content warning, but kind of. I mean, we're already at a domestic dispute here. That got kind of violent. But yeah, there's some heavy stuff in this game. Just as a blanket warning that I should probably repeat on occasion. Okay, we did that. Did that. Let's see. These red gems that I collected one of just now. They are kind of important. Ominous. Hey Will, how many times have I told you not to come up here? You have a habit of jumping down from places. Well, I guess I can't really stop you. It's not a super great way to go about this, but okay. I'm the jeweler Gem. I control the 7 seas. What's your business? Well, just want to see you. Is that right? How do you do? Once you hold up the red jewels, you'll have to come running to my place. I'm a famous master of disguises. If you saw me in another town, you wouldn't know me. I guess this is how they got around to loading a certain number of sprites. It is a rare jewel. Let me hold it for you. There are now 2 jewels in the room. The room? Huh. I think this works more like, that you have different tiers to clear for rewards rather than you actually paying for stuff. Gosh, I can't pull it up. It was natural for the 4 friends to call the seaside cave their second home. Usually when lessons were done at the school, they gathered there to talk and play games until sundown. I'm going to win again for sure. What is it, Will? It's late. I'm playing cards with Seth. Wait a minute. Suddenly, Eric rushed in with a desperate look on his face. Ah, news! Big news! The Princess of Edward Castle has run away. They say she came to South Cape. That's all? You came in such a hurry that I thought something really big had happened. The princess is probably that spoiled girl, Kara, the one you like so much. Liar! Maybe the soldiers came here looking for her. The soldiers from Edward Castle look so cool. I want the steel helmet too. Okay. And I thought everyone would be surprised. Not interested in girls. I like adventurers better. Well, get over here and sit next to Eric. Yeah, wait a second. What? Well, going home already? It's not dinner time yet. Let's play a little while longer. Ron's here. What should we do today? I want to see Will's mysterious power. Okay. You haven't seen it? He can move things without touching them. He moved the statue that sits in the corner of the cave. Well, show me again. Draw it to you by spinning the flute around like a baton. Last time you moved the statue a long way. Face the statue and push the L or R buttons. Oh, it moved! Next, pick a card, any card. Oh, skipped a bit of dialogue. Oh, wait. That's what I get the rewind mode for. Pick a card, any card. I'll put 4 cards face down. Pick the one you think is the ace of diamonds. If I could only do that. No matter how many times I see it, I'm still amazed. Well, why can't you move the statue when you can't move anything else? But why can you move the statue when you can't move anything else? Will picks up a card. It's the ace of diamonds, of course. Ah, right. I'm speechless. SF, this is some type of psychic power, right? Yeah, it must be some kind of psychic power thing. If I didn't know better, I'd think it was magic. Most people have 5 senses: sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. I think Will's psychic power is some kind of 6th sense. What Seth says is too complicated for me to understand. Seth, let's play one more game. Almost a game with Seth and I'm going home. Huh, I'm going to win again for sure. Only I could do that. Well, already dark by the time we left the cave. Oh. Even if I move to another place, I can't pull it up. So I'm using a bit of a guide here for the secret gems, which are scattered around the game. There's 50 of them. And they open up a bonus dungeon. And I want to do that on this playthrough, so yeah. I'm not sure if I ever... Like, I know I did the bonus dungeon as a kid. I'm not sure if I just did that, or if I had a guide at the time. Do I have to keep talking to the guy? Is it random? Okay. It's supposed to appear here. No, it seems random. I guess I just have to get lucky. There's no way I figured this out without a guide. Oh. Okay. Maybe it can't be done this early into the game. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. That's not a house. That's not our pig. The pig's wrecking the room. But why is there a pig in my house? Oink oink. Okay. Hamlet, you shouldn't snort at strangers. Is this your house? Yeah, so? Frankly, you look a little shabby. Oh, excuse me. Oh no. Princess. Your father, mother, not here, huh? This a picture of your parents? My father's an explorer, I know, old man, the explorer. They say he was lost. He'll come back someday. Are you sad? No? I'd be sad if it were me. I'm sorry. Anyway, is there a piano here? No, there isn't, but Grandma Lola is a great singer. They're singing upstairs now. They have such loud voices. Okay, either this is a translation or Kara just really talks in a strange, affect. Why is there a princess in our house? Welcome home. Well, when I sing opera, I lose track of the time. Dinner's not ready yet. Oh my, I haven't sung like this in a long time. Your grandmother Lola used to be a singer. Fell in love with her voice. That's why I married her. Oh, you. Bringing up a thing like that. Well, you shouldn't be surprised to hear that. The girl who was singing with me a minute ago. No! A scream from downstairs. It's that girl screaming. Princess, I've been looking for you. I don't know you. Be gone. What are you saying? If I don't take you home, I'll lose my head. Do I care if you lose your head? Wow, she's kind of a handful, huh? Princess, do you think I have nothing better to do than chase you down? Must take you home. It's the king's orders. Are we in trouble for harboring her like that? I'm sorry I lied to you. I'm King Edward's daughter, Kara. Well, I feel as though we've met before, as if we were good friends. Well, that was odd. What's for dinner? So that girl likes to play practical jokes. Haha, haha. We might be executed. Edward's castle. There's a big viaduct under the castle. I'm sure that won't come up at all. Your grandfather designed it. What? Really? I used to be an architect. There's a prison under the castle. It's built like a maze to keep the prisoners from escaping. I feel bad that I built a prison where people disappear and are never heard from again. Enough serious talk. Let's eat dinner. I made a delicious pie. Let's sit at the table upstairs. Let's not confront what just happened at all. Well, do you think Lola's meals have been a little strange lately? Last night, licorice and rice. Before that, mouse fritters. I can't stand it anymore. Sometimes old people, if they're surrounded by problems, get a little forgetful. Maybe there's something bothering her that she can't talk about. I mean, what just happened was quite bothersome. Dude, give me the gem. We sat down to a feast of snail pie with whipped cream. I only got one piece, but Grandma Bill ate half the pie. That night Will dreamed that Kara and he took a trip around the world. Oh. And the next morning something began to happen. I've had more snail pie for breakfast. I left you a slice. Great. Good morning, Will. A letter has come from you for you from King Edward. This is what is written in the letter. Bring the crystal ring from all men's things to Edward's castle. King Edward. I've been in a bad mood ever since I saw this letter. Oh, Will, I'll teach you a spell. When I'm upset, humming this tune makes me feel better. Lola hummed a strange melody. That's pretty, even though Will had never heard it before. It seemed oddly familiar. I mean, she's your grandmother. You've learned Lola's melody. Crystal ring. Never heard of it. There was nothing like that in the luggage your father, old man, left behind. Maybe we could go to Edward's castle. We could see the princess. I think it's affixed to the flute or something. I remember now. Anyway. The day off from school, let's have some fun. I'm going to win for sure. Huh. Still like a 1 in 100 chance? Oh, you found a red jewel. Okay. Let's talk to the merchant. Psycho power. Oh, okay. Anyway, we have to talk to the king. King Edward has summoned you to castle? Well, just be careful. Sadly, this game doesn't really have an overworld, per se. You just run from between different points of interest. Not a single fight yet, yeah. But the expository dialogue so far has been more brief than I remembered. This is King Edward's castle. I must report this intrusion. Will shows the letter to the guard. Ah, guest of the king? I'm sorry. You may pass. I shall also explore this entire place. So you will. You were summoned by King Edward? Be careful when you meet with him. I love you. Well, he's shy. I'm glad that somewhere in the world there's someone who is thinking of me. Sweet. This is the princess's room. Strangers can't enter. Who is it? A guest? It's just a shabby boy. It's me. It's me, Kara. Oh, that voice. Let him in, or I'll tell everyone your old nickname. Oh, pardon me, please enter. I'm at a loss. Huh? You, yesterday. Oh, I was told to bring the crystal ring to King Edward? Terrible. It's terrible. Again, my father's trying to take something important from someone. I've escaped from the castle before, now they won't let me go out. Recently, something very strange has happened in the castle. My mother has hired a famous hunter. It's ominous. Princess, let's go. I feel scared. My father and mother seem to have changed. Please save me. Take me out of here, please. Princess? Please come back, Will. Where's Hamlet? That's the important question here. Really nice background art, by the way. Don't raise your voice and mind your manners. In exchange, I will give you one red jewel. Did I get it? Oh, I guess. The interview room is before you. Climb the stairs to meet the king. How am I in for an interview? What's the position? This is King Edward's room. Go to the second floor if you want to meet King Edward. Recently a hunter was hired. I wonder what the king is thinking. Maybe he wants some fresh deer? So you're Will. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Let's go see King Edward. If you want to see the king, keep your wits about you. You're Will. You look so shabby. Yeah, people keep saying that. Oh, did you bring the crystal ring? Honestly, no. How dare you say such a thing to me? Guards, throw this impudent weasel in prison. Then go to Will's house and find the ring. Yes, sir. That's not good. Madam, save me. Did you say madam? Her name is Edwina. Okay. First dungeon, by the way. Oh, I wonder why I have to suffer so. I wonder what will become of me now. Anyway, I have to find a way to get out of here. Oh, let's change to this ball. It's locked. This kind of screams puzzle, right? I'm not imagining this. This monster has seen thousands of prisoners come and go. Those prisoners must have been encouraged by any sign of life. Soldier's whisper comes from a hole in the ceiling. It's today's ration of bread. Even Moss drinks water. Will taste some of the bread. The bread is hard. It's the worst thing he's ever tasted. For some reason, he really misses Grandma. He really misses Grandma Lola's creative cuisine. Time passes slowly, but the long day is ending. It pains me to think of the prisoners' feelings, not knowing what they should do. While I was trying to think of a way out, I drifted off to sleep. A familiar voice speaks from the flute. Will, this is your father. My father is in the flute? You were a cute child, but now you've grown up. Isn't Grandma Lola's pie delicious? Sure, Dad. Where are you? I can't tell you now. I have something to ask of you. Listen. Yes, if that's your wish. No, you deserted me. Yeah, let's put a little drama in there. I want you to save me. I too was once held in this cell. Look at the left-hand wall. This? Have you heard anything from Grandpa Bill? Grandpa, he was an architect. Your grandpa knows the secrets of that stone. Secret. Starting now, you will encounter a terrible thing. Do I have to? Pick up the stone your enemy left. The power of the crystal is contained there. That power will prove to be your ally. You must make your pilgrimage to the ruins of the world to find the mystic statues. Excuse me. The closer you get to the crystal, the stronger the evil power will be. Will, there's no time. Quickly. First, to the Incan ruins. The flute's voice fades and disappears. Do we really want to play a flute that is also our dad? Oink oink. Oh, hi, Hamlet. Oh, I wonder if this is Kara's pig. Yeah, how many intelligent little piggies do you expect in this castle, Will? What luck, there's a letter and a key tied to its tail. Oh, the letter read. Sorry to hear that you're in prison. It's terrible what my father's done, but hear what I have to say. I too am a prisoner, in a prison of silk and gold. That's a Lady Gaga song right there. But tonight I will leave the castle forever. You also will be free. Ominous. You have the key. Really, do I have to? As he turns the prison key, the steel door opens with a dull sound. I don't need anyone's help, I can get out by myself. Okay, I'll just leave this door open. Huh. Ma'am? What is it? Oh. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I will help you on your journey. Only one with the dark power can see the space. You're the chosen one. Am I? In the dark space you can record a travel journal. Stop there before you depart. Wait. I am Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. When you defeat all the enemies in an area, you will get a jewel that increases your abilities. Push the start button to see the locations of your enemies. Find the demons and defeat them. Record what's happened so far? Yes, please. Finished recording. Continue your journey. Then go. Trippy. Also, I love how he doesn't... He comments basically everything he encounters, but this is just... Nope. Oh, thank God. We're in a dungeon. Your HP power has increased. When you defeat all of the enemies around you, a jewel will appear. So the way I remember this is that the dungeons were fine, you know, a little bit of puzzle solving and all that. But the real challenge... Oh shit. But the real challenge is to defeat all the enemies. Also, this little lunge attack is really nice. Did you know that when you beat a boss, you get all the upgrades you may have missed? Oh god, no. That's terrible. That so defeats the purpose of the entire exercise. I mean, I'm glad you told me. So speedrunners are actually able to speedrun this game. I mean, I could also totally see speedrunners playing this game and just doing it with like 4 or 5 hit points. But hey, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you? Why are you? If I remember correctly, Soul Blazer also had this whole mechanic of defeat all the enemies in order to advance or, you know, properly complete a stage. And yeah, I guess this is just the evolution of that. It's also nice to just get these upgrades a little earlier. Found a herb. But yeah, combat in this game feels good. Like, even Will's most basic attack has a nice sense of oomph because of the knockback. And yeah, it's just it feels very breezy, and the whole won't go in. Maybe it's rusty. Ah, gotta jump. And the sprint being mapped to the double tap of the D-pad just lends itself to a very... You defeat the enemies, a shiny silver dart gem will appear. You collect 100 of these, you gain 1 life. Even if you're defeated, you won't have to go back very far. Yeah, the fact that double tapping the D-pad makes Will run is just really intuitive and enjoyable. Oh shit. A spot of trouble here. Oh! How much does it take us back? I'm sometimes aware of having fallen in a place I no, must have been a nightmare. Okay, so we retain everything we had. I believe those are also all the upgrades we had. I mean, I could have save scummed this with a save state. Ah. Ah, and it did reset our dark jewels. That's okay. This place is relatively uncomplicated. Do we need the dark jewels for anything? Other than that checkpoint? Or could we just rush through this now? Oh, okay. Yeah, then I won't bother, since we already have all the upgrades for clearing the rooms. I like how the premise of the prison was, oh yeah, it's a maze, so people can't escape. What about the walking skeletons that attack people? Was that in the plans? Okay, that's the bastard that previously got us. But we should probably also clear the entire room now. I forgot that this was the room where we got GAWD. Nice. Try playing the flute. Play the melody. You heard a soft voice from somewhere. Go to the switch on the right-hand wall. The door won't open unless you push the switch on the count of 3. When I shout push the switch, I'll count 1, 2, 3. Don't make a mistake. Stop, the door is open. Go in. Kinda anticlimactic. I wasn't hoping for a boss, but I was kinda expecting one. I like how generous the hitboxes of these enemies are. Oh, is it already time? Looks like you're hurt. Close your eyes. I'm Gaia, the source of all life. I'll give you some advice. Your shape is only temporary. Try standing in front of a statue next to you. Will hears a voice in his head. Well, I've been waiting a long time for you to come. I am Freedom. I am eternal. Let me help you on your journey. As time goes by, you'll come to understand my nature. Will gradually lose his consciousness. Sweet. This was like the moment where I realized I'm gonna love this game forever, because the idea, like the fantasy of a young boy, that he just becomes this kick-ass knight with the giant fuck-off sword, it's a powerful fantasy. Ah, and he has some telekinesis thingy himself. Just a second. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be back in a few. Get some water, stretch, practice some self-care if you want, and yeah, we'll then continue this little journey. Okay. Sorry that I'm a little in and out today. Oh, a couple of stuff came up. Woohoo! Like that the enemies are already escalating in difficulty. It's a pretty breezy progression. When the enemies are destroyed, Will can return to his original shape. It sounds like it's optional, but it's really not, and that also kind of sucks, because why wouldn't you want to remain 6 feet tall and with a sword the size of a tree? I saw you, but I'm surprised you can change your shape like me. I'm Lily, an Ituri girl protected by the flower spirit. How do you know a melody you could only have heard from us? I learned it from Grandma Lola. She hummed it whenever she was upset. I've had some of her pie. Tastes rather unusual, doesn't it? You know my grandmother? Actually, she asked me to rescue you. The elder's calling. I have to go. We'll meet again. Goodbye, Will. Okay. Right, this is kind of like a training wheel dungeon without a boss. Let's just check our gem list real quick. That's just low. God damn it, game. Yeah, let's see if we can rescue Kara. Of course you've come. Thank you. Was the guard asleep outside? His nickname is Old Snorehead. Sleeping again. Your little pig has come. His name is Hamlet. Cute, isn't he? He's very smart. He has some kind of strange pig power. That's a sentence. Please, take me out of here. I like that. I'm sure there are several scenes in this game where you have to... where Kara accompanies you like that, because she's kind of the second main character of the game. And they couldn't spring for a running animation for her. Yeah, let's just... Vamos. Oh wait! It will be a long trip, we should take food. Would you go to the cellar with me? Sure. You found a large, yummy, roasted leg of yak. Yak. Everything's ready. Let's go before the soldiers find us. Food has a very central place in this narrative, huh? Which is pretty dark given the punchline of one of the stories. Never mind. At last, we leave. Let's go to your house. I'm worried about your grandparents. They hurry to Will's. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that was expected. What? What happened? It's awful. Who would do such a thing? Well, take a wild guess, Kara. My grandparents? Grandpa Bill? Grandma Lola? I'll look upstairs. Oh, Will, come here quickly. It's terrible, terrible. Well, what happened? Look at the wall. This mark, a jackal. The jackal's here. Jackal? He's the hunter hired by my mother. Could you, clarify if it's a hunter or an assassin? An evil man who will stop at nothing. Thank you. Once he starts after you, there's no stopping him. He has no regard for human life. My grandpa and grandma. Don't worry, you two. You're the one who... Who are you? I'm Will's friend. Lily, do you know anything about this? It's okay. Your grandpa and grandma are safe. They're in my village. For a second there I thought we had an Aunt Beru situation here. Your village? Itori village. I've never heard of this village. Naturally, my village has a barrier around it. Ordinary people like you can't see it. Let's go, Will. Okay. I'm going too. It's far too dangerous for a princess. Can't stop royalty. I'll do whatever I want. Yeah, that's why we don't take royalty. Typical of a princess. I think something good is going to happen. Is it? Before we go to my village, should we meet the townspeople? We might not be back here for a long time. Guess. Yeah, I got a feeling the translation is really wonky, but I'll lean into it. Nice smell. There's no stove, so I'm cooking in this pot. What is it, Will? Looking at your face, I wonder if you're plotting something again. Hey, Will, how many times have I told you not to come up here? Okay, the dialogue options really haven't changed. Yes, the characters we want to talk to are Will's friends. And of course Gaia. Hello, merchant. My full strength. What happened, Will? You look so gloomy. Something you can't tell us about? I'm going to win again for sure. What's the matter? You're not acting like the same old Will. Can we... No? I suppose. I think something wonderful is going to happen. From here on it will be many hardships. Nitpicking. That's what I expected. Have you ever been outside the castle? Crazy girl. Are you totally ignorant of the world? Will is my friend, understand? Will, aren't you my friend too? I'm good. Yes, of course. I'm glad, Will. Let's go hand in hand. Together, the three set off to Lily's village. Are we already putting him in a love triangle this early into the game? What do you mean, hidden village? It's clearly marked on the map. This is my village, but you're probably surprised that there are no houses. Well, try playing the melody that called to me under Edward's castle. For some reason that sounds like a Wild West melody to me. Like you play this on an electric guitar with some flange and then... The melody carried on the wind, spread over the meadow. Were you surprised? There's a barrier around this village. Most people can't see it. The princess is getting to be a bother. On the road, all I heard was, "My feet hurt. I'm thirsty. I'm tired of hearing it." I'm right here. Can't help it. My feet hurt. Okay. Well, come with me. I'll show you my house. Worst collectathon ever. The Incas who lived here were a tribe without a written language. Their legends are left in song. Even in seemingly meaningless melodies, there is a message. There are no other children Lily's age in the village. Please become friends. Well, Will, over here. You're safe. Good, good. A terrible thing happened to us. A man called a jackal came to the house with some soldiers. He almost got us. Grandpa panicked. I destroyed their digestion with a poisoned marsupial pie. Okay. Then I ran away. Lily, thank you. I didn't know what that Princess Kara came to. We didn't ask her to come along. Well, this is my house. You can look around the village, but then come back here. Lily, wait, I'll go too. Many people have come here to gather Incan gold, but many who set foot in the Incan ruins have never returned. The ruins are an ancient tomb. Why can't you leave them alone? Oh. Right, there's a fun mechanic here. It's said that a messenger appeared here when the ancient world was about to be destroyed. Well, for one thing, there's Gaia, but then all around the world disease and famine began to increase. This planet has always been peaceful. Had always been peaceful. Try running down that hill and keep running. You'll be surprised. Whee! Wow, that was... Well, he's a quiet voice behind him. You've come, Will. Excuse me. I can't live without the protection of the flower spirit. You really look like your father. It seemed like only yesterday that he came to this village. My father? Your mother, Shira, was the only daughter of your grandparents, Bill and Lola. She was very beautiful. Your father fell in love with her and took her from the village. All of the Ituri tribe have a strange power, but Shira was especially strong. She made a barrier to hide the town, but your father came through it easily. Come to think of it, he was unusual too. Were you summoned by your father? In a way, yes. That fulfills Lola's prophecy. Do you plan to go? Go where? Good, I will entrust you with the Incan statue handed down to the village. The statue is the key to the Incan riddle, untouched by human hands for hundreds of years. One statue is enshrined in the cave below. Use all your skill to find it. Is that just the entrance to the next dungeon? We'll be back. Psycho Dash can now be used. Only young Will can use the Psycho Dash. You can smash walls and obstacles by hurling yourself against them. Use the attack button to save energy. It's a great village. The breeze is refreshing. What? Inca statue? Said that it's in a cave on the outskirts of town. Seems there's a wall there that sounds different when struck. There's an old legend in this village. A child with a good heart who controls the dark power will set out to save the world. At that time, a huge comet will enter Earth's orbit and the dark power will arise. These are the words of the Ituri legend. How's the Elder? When you fought the demon at Earthward's castle, did you find a shiny silver stone? There's a strange power in that stone. Even if defeated by an enemy, if you have 100 of them, you will live again. Can we go to the merchant real quick? fast forward is hell of a thing. Okay, next stop. Okay, we can't use the attack button here, so we also can't use this dash. You found Incan statue A. Hey! Oh, that's the Incan statue. Good job. I wonder if you were put on this earth to solve the Incan riddle. I'll tell you a legend handed down by our people. Put the statue on the Larai cliff below the ruins, where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The wind in the valley will lead you to the gold ship. Understand? I guess. It's said the moon tribe has one more. Have Lily guide you there. Be careful. What? Moon tribe? I know. Not a tribe, more like a strange shadow form. A high mountain peak near here has become their home. Shall we go? Sure. Okay, I'll lead. I'm going too. I want to see the moon tribe. Since I escaped the confinement of the castle, I want to see and hear everything. No, it's too dangerous for princesses. If you don't want to bother Will, just wait here quietly. I seem to be the only one left out. So I'll talk to Grandma Lola. She's sulking. It's good medicine for a selfish girl. The mountain pass will be difficult, but let's do the best we can. So Will and Lily go to the peak where the mountain tribe lives. Ah, we've arrived. This is the mountain tribe's home. Good evening. Out for a stroll? Who is it? Up, up. This body is lighter than air. What are you? Guess who? Cotton Candy's relative? Birdman? Old Man's ghost? Oh, actually, we are the Moon Tribe, also known as Shadows. Spooky. One of my party has been kidnapped. Are your destination? Not quite. Maybe someone's chasing you. Cuckoo. Wherever there's light, there are shadows. We, who were changed by being bathed in the light only once, will spend our future in a world without light. The comet is a vehicle of destruction whose evil light has changed all creatures. It's a remnant from a weapon from a terrible battle long ago. The world will be unbearable? Yes. You're right, but you're still immature. We've transcended time and have lived long. We saw the destruction of the Incan Empire. The Incan statue sleeps in the cave below. If you like, we'll give it to you. At any rate, good luck in the cave. Coo. It comes once every 800 years. This is the 4th time. More light that reaches you, the stronger the dark power. What will be born of the light this time? Okay, this is where the story actually becomes engaging and mysterious and fun. I'll wait here. This is the final shape of those touched by the comet's light. They are horrible creatures whose hearts are filled with hatred and destruction. If you can destroy them within 20 seconds, I'll give you the Incan statue. Cuckoo. Hey, good boy. Cuckoo. I'll give you the Incan statue. There we go. You've got an Incan statue B. Oh, that statue. You're great. Will, I know you're lying. You must go no matter what you say. Yes, my father summoned me. I don't want to fight the demons, but if my father's alive, I'll risk anything to see him. You don't really understand until you lose your parents. Typical. I understand. Let's go to the ruins. Oh wow. The illusion of choice. Huh? Here's the entrance to the ruins. They say that this is where the puzzle of the Incan legend is hidden. I heard the story from the elders when I was a child. After being invaded, the Incas decided to leave their native land to find a new world. They secretly built a huge ship that filled it with priceless gold artifacts, but there's no record of the ship leaving. It's probably the Incan gold ship in the story. I don't think the elder has ever told that story to any outsider. I wonder what he wants you to do. You're so mean, leaving me behind. How could you do that? Why are you in a place like this? It's dangerous. Lola told me about this place. I've been waiting. I thought you'd left me. You should tell me where you're going. What is Will looking for in the ruins? I just can't wait around and eat while Will is working so hard. I'm waiting here for Will to return. Well, a princess wouldn't understand. I'll wait for you here, okay? Well, I remember what the elder said. Put the statue on the Leroy cliff below the ruins where the spirit's breath cannot reach. The valley wind will lead you to the gold ship. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Well, okay. Ah, there was a tremendous wind at the Leroy cliff. That's probably what the old man meant by the breath of the spirits. This is the cliff with no winds. Wait. I'm having trouble following here where there was supposed to be wind or not. This is the cliff with no wind. My heart beats fast. Oh, they're clearly... Nah, never mind. Anyway, second dungeon. I may have to take a break, as in I need to step away and do something in a couple minutes, but until then, I'll keep working. Okay. I'll be back in a few. Sorry about that, but this should have been the last interruption. Yeah, let's do this. Incan Ruins, the first proper dungeon. Proper as in it has a boss. And mentioned before, this is a really pretty game, but also it also has really good graphics and wait, no, that made no sense. It is a really pretty game. It also has really good music, like especially the dungeon themes. They just get your blood pumping for the action. That's really just this round back, huh? Okay. You found the diamond-shaped block. Puzzle item we didn't even know we needed. Great. It's an interesting idea that instead of giving you a map, they're just kind of giving you an enemy radar. Ah. Neat. Let's see if we missed anything else here. Nope. Mondays, am I right? Shortcut get. Oh no, maybe not. Oh, it is a shortcut. The girls should be here. Yep. Okay, I don't want to sound vain, but sometimes I look at my more recent, like I wouldn't call it completely new, but you know, my new-ish overlay for 4x3 games, and it just makes me smile. I think it turned out really well. An explorer thought the Incan goat ship. The skeleton's hand is some kind of charm. Inside it is a scrap of paper with this written on it. Father, please come back alive. Nana. When you find the goat ship, buy a crook. Savas. Okay. We found Explorer Facebook. It's rather depressing. Just like real Facebook. Ah. Why destroy what could still potentially... I mean... we don't have to put this on. We can't push it, huh? And an herb. Let's just destroy them all for posterity. Huh. There we go. Yeah, there's hardly any point in doing that. Take a little issue with the fact that our strength just increased and then they present us with enemies who still only take 2 damage from a weapon. I don't know if I go south now, that puts me in the... oh, well, not quite. I can move that gold statue, I can pass. Huh. Okay, we've been here. Right, these guys, they are a little tougher, huh? Maybe before I agitate them... Oh, I shouldn't have agitated them at all. Okay, I know how this riddle goes. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I know how, but... Let's explore the rest of the dungeon first. I think I'm overthinking this. Hi, cat. Whoo! Okay. I guess that's a warning. New ability? Maybe? Oh, I'll also take the change. The wind in the valley plays a melody the statue seems to be singing. Really? Hmm. Very orderly climb animation there from our buddy Freedom. Now this should have the reach, right? Exactly. And then this. And now we do this. Perfect. Woohoo! Okay, that's really just the way back. The rare healing item. I like how the first time you encounter these rather strong enemies, you are encouraged not to fight them, because you need them for that puzzle. And then once you get to transform into the knight, you actually get to cut loose. Like, that's something this this game does really well. Sell us on this power fantasy. Like, I don't think Will ever even comments on the fact that he transforms into a different person entirely, or a different body. But yeah, to me this was always really the really cool thing about this game. even if it may not seem like a big deal these days. I'm also just really a big fan of huge sprites like that. Huge detailed sprites. What about the Incas? They have no written language. They've left their legends in sound. I have succeeded in deciphering the Inca melody of the wind. Chant in the golden room. Does that mean to play the melody of the wind? Neat. Is this where we have to turn back? Oh, there's definitely a new power. No, that's just transforming into will. Well, we'll have the knight stick around for a little bit. Yeah, I probably have to transform here. Or rather, transform and get back here. That's okay. Nope. When touched by the echo of the flute, the gold block began to glow. I hate puzzles like that. Just stand on it for a while, see what happens. Okay, I'm guessing one of the statues goes here. No, wait. Goes here. Well, okay, good. The second there was like, oh, I guess Will's fighting the boss. Oh. Then you will fight a huge enemy. When he suffers damage, rays of light will shoot from his head. If you suffer damage, hide behind him. Yep. Did I mention I really like bosses with huge sprites? Like, not just player characters. Also, these boss fights are, like, as far as I remember, all the boss fights in this game are pretty decent. Healing is a little cumbersome. When I think about it, the place seemed familiar. But did I just lose one of my lives? Let's say I restart the game. Yeah. Yeah, I think bosses are probably not the best time to start losing lives. Yeah. Yeah, you know what, I was about to say you only live once, but oh, it doesn't even fully heal you on a resurrect. That's kind of cheap. Ah, don't you love it when the smaller enemy pushes you into the bigger attack? I'm sometimes aware of having fallen in a place I know. Must have been a nightmare. Huh. Let's do this proper. But you know what? I'm glad the boss is not a complete pushover. And that there is a little bit of a challenge. Sweet. After the demon disappears, Will returns to his original shape. This is the Inca and Gold ship? What? I feel like someone's there. Look, look, the king has returned. And he's much shorter. It's a happy occasion. We've waited for you for such a long time. They're all dead, aren't they? The queen is in her stateroom. Please, show her that you're okay. King, you're safe. Now we can set sail. You probably shouldn't have waited up. It's the king, you're safe. And the king? Oh, king, looking around the ship? But I expect you're tired. Look around and rest in this bed. Through the darkness, a bright light is visible in front of the cave. As the ship set sail, that light represented the freedom we had just won. The queen is still wearing the ring she got from the king. That's right. It's the ring he gave her when they were separated by the invaders. Since then, she has thought of nothing but him. Good, you have returned safely, as you were told. Until now, I've been guarding the mystic statue of the wind. That's the statue we were awarded by the spirits. It's in the jewel box in the storehouse below. Look for yourself. Why must we flee? It is our home. The mystic statue is in this box. Preparations are being made to set sail. Well, are you going to the crow's nest? You can watch the ships set sail. It's a mystic statue. Yeah, those are... Excuse me. Those are important. It always kind of bothered me that in this interface all our inventory is missing. Let me check the red gem list here. Oh, Short King, look there, the ship is coming out of the cave. After living in darkness for so long, the brightness is like a new beginning. How can invaders come to destroy a world as beautiful as this? I'm sorry that it's so shabby, but please try to get some rest. I fell into a deep sleep and was pulled inside a dream. Mother? Look in the sky, the comet is so beautiful. After years and years, the comet approaches Earth, then recedes. Some say it's an unlucky star, some say it's a lucky star. Well, what do you think? Well, the Moon Tribe was pretty insistent that it brings destruction. Alright. Then hope that the bad luck doesn't come. Will, I'm always watching over you. Will, wake up. Oh, that Will, he can sleep anywhere. You were acting strange, so we followed you. Then we reached the strange town. Wait, don't call it strange, I was born there. It's invisible. I'd call that pretty strange. Well, you can't go on a journey without telling us. Since we're friends, we have to share good times and bad. You're back so late, the elder must have read your fortune. He said that you were floating alone on the sea. I was so surprised. Okay, weird flags. This is where the Inca was standing. Oh dear. Found a strange jewel on board the ship. I'll give it to you. It's the first time I've ever given you anything. Take care of it. I'll definitely not give it to a shadowy merchant figure. I was surprised. Oh, it's you, Will. Don't scare me. I mean, we're only on a strange ship. Crossing the ocean, and it's full of corpses. The Queen's mummy sleeps silently. There's a gold ring on her long, slender, bony finger. That ring must be one of the artifacts put on this ship. This is the most valuable of all the artifacts. Many people have lost their lives trying to get rich by finding this ring. I want the ring. It's so pretty. I really must have it. Have you no shame? You could be cursed. What? Seaguana. Did I say that right? Seaguana has followed. Thank you so much. Maybe it belongs to River Sun. In this part of the ocean there are fish that are so dangerous. That are as dangerous as, well, sharks. Okay. Torpedo sharks, huh? Are you okay? Oh, that's Seth. It's coming from deck. What happened to Seth? Something happened there? Yeah, it's Seth. A huge, enormous, giant fish ran into the ship. And Seth fell into the water. He was swallowed. What was that? Yeah, it's... I like this game too. It's a lot of fun and the story is really, really engaging. It says fish again. We'll all be dessert. Stop crying, grab this or you'll fall overboard. And we all fell overboard. Oh yeah, this sequence. You've just come to? I've lost everyone. Are you okay? Oh yeah. You recover quickly, like a lizard's tail. I've read about being adrift, but I've never thought it would happen to me. Disasters sometimes happen suddenly. Don't be upset. Don't think about the future. Let's just enjoy drifting. I'm starved. I'll have the meat I brought from the castle. We bit off some of the meat. It was better than any food we'd ever had. It's gonna be better than any food you'll have in a while. Beautiful. Even after seeing it all day, I still never get tired of it. We're already out of meat? Okay. Do we have to hit any of the fish? What are you doing? The poor fish! Oh, thank you. I try to keep it chill here. Well, I guess third time's the charm, huh? Nope, doesn't fly. I mean, the fish are flying, but... Time passed slowly, with nothing to break the monotony. Kara just stared at the fish all day. Will couldn't stand it. He walked around in the raft and talked to Kara many times. I meant it seemed like forever, but he could hear the march of time. The march of time mostly went splash. I have a premonition. Help is coming. What? Something's drifting here. There was a letter in the jar, the contents read. We're on a ship on our way to be sold as... Oh wow. We are on a ship and our way to be sold as forced labor in an unknown land. If anyone reads this, please save us. Sam. Can we throw it back and hope for a less depressing letter? My premonition. You said you wanted to be saved, but it's me who needs to be saved. Oh, I'm so starved. You should have caught that fish, if you had. I can't hurt such a pretty fish. Saying it's better to starve? Raw fish gives me the creeps, I can't eat it. Besides, the fish is fighting to stay alive. Fish feel pain. Have you ever thought of how the fish feels? If you want to eat it, go ahead. I'm not going to eat it. Do we have fish? Not really. Kara didn't say anything all day. Typical princess. She's such a bother. Oh. Yeah, the health does drop. Drifting. Day 7. Drifting. First week. A school of fish. He reached the end of his rope. If he didn't eat more, he thought he would starve. Oh. She still good. Oh, there we go. A little bit of health. Do we just fill up, or? Well, sorry I talked to you that way yesterday. I'll try to eat the fish. I can't do anything if I starve. Only in peacetime can you refuse food you don't like. Let's catch a fish, a good one. Happily, Kara ate some fish. Will found that he was starting to develop feelings for Kara. My, this is really subtle storytelling. I don't remember it being that on the nose. Day 12. The stars are beautiful. If I were told I could reach them. Surely Lily and Lance are looking at the same star-studded sky. If I could talk to the stars, I could find out where everyone is. There seems to be an extra star near the constellation of Cygnus. Yes, that red star. Shall we make a wish upon that star? I have a feeling it'll come true. I'm not sure we should make wishes on the evil comet that is coming to destroy everything, but okay. Well, you close your eyes too. I hope for everyone's safety, and for my father. Aww. Come to think of it, this is one of the first games I played that overtly dealt with romance as a major theme. Like after that there was Final Fantasy VIII, obviously, but you know, it's one of the first games I played that had an honest-to-God love story. We've been adrift for almost 3 weeks now. Hasn't your hair gotten a little longer? Just a little. Huh. Kara doesn't act like a spoiled princess now. Well, she's had fish for 3 weeks and could probably use some vitamins, so yeah. If you told someone she was one of the island girls, no one would doubt it. Whatever that means. It's terrible. What is it? There in the water. By the way, what have they been drinking? Come to think of it, you're right. What do you mean? About what? Ah. Oh yeah, delicious salt water. Maybe a shark? We could be eaten. What should we do? Well, not get eaten. Yeah, I mean, I guess as a young boy, I was conditioned, you know, to not be, to kind of be like, oh, romance, gross, or silly, or it's for girls. But I don't know, I always liked this game. I think maybe because it was really sincere, and, you really start feeling for these two. Also, there's a cat on my desk now, partially obscuring the screen. Kitty, could you move on? Hmm? Come on. Come on. I mean, unless they start attacking the raft, you're probably good. I'm also not sure if I should poke the bear here. They're circling our raft, but they're not attacking. Let's think about this. Yeah, let's not do anything rash. Especially since we know that letting time pass is a mechanic in this game. Or is it one of those things where we have to injure one shark and then they take care of each other? Got it, they're not hungry. My grandpa told me that only humans attack living things when they're not hungry. Then what are we doing? Then what we are doing is not usual human behavior. We didn't eat fish until we were starving. That's right. They're going. Goodbye, sharks. What was that supposed to... I mean, I get the basic idea behind this. Oh well. Never mind. Like I said before in the stream, the translation seems a little rough. Yeah, I noted that before, like also when they're running together and you have her in tow in, I think, multiple scenes in the game. She doesn't have a running animation, she just walks faster. Like they kinda cut some corners there. When I was in the castle, I loved watching the sunset. The sunset was so beautiful from the corridor of the castle. But now I've come to hate it. After the sun has set, the darkness comes. I thought I'd never see the sunrise again, but since you're with me, I see a beautiful sunrise every morning. You're here by my side, I can even enjoy times like these. I wanted to say the same thing to you, but somehow the words just wouldn't come out. I just nodded, saying nothing. Did he just say this out loud, or was this Will's narration? It's somehow not clear. Suddenly Will fell over. Unconscious. Will, what's wrong? Wake up, don't leave me here alone. Yeah, I imagine that's truly horrible. The idea that you're on a deserted island or adrift and then one person just loses consciousness and you're suddenly alone with your thoughts. You can wake him up now. He'll be fine if he takes vitamin C. It's scurvy. Oh god, scurvy actually got us. I was about to make jokes about teeth falling out. It's scurvy, a disease caused by long-term lack of vitamin C. Columbus's crew contracted it once, nothing to worry about. When it gets worse, the blood gets bad and the skin turns black. The gums bleed and the body starts decaying. Yeah, sure, nothing bad about that. Stop, I don't want to listen to such talk. I'm glad you're okay. But you know best. Thank you. You should thank the dog outside. He found your raft and came to get me. Will, wake up. We reached land. We're saved. Kara, where am I? We're at the home of the kind man who saved us. You've been tossing in your sleep. I kept putting the blankets on you, but you threw them off. This is the south outskirts of Oakton. The city of Phrygia. Phrygia? Let's call it Phrygia. Is half a day to the north. If you're looking for your friend, you should look in a big town. At any rate, let's go to Phrygia. I'm going to thank the dog. Come back when you're ready. Yeah, let's pet that dog. Woof woof. Aww, good pupper. This dog's name is Turbo. Isn't he cute? Wait. I think that's a running joke in the series, right? I think there was a dog named Turbo in Soul Blazer. Well, let's go. Maybe we'll see Lily, Lance, and Eric. And Seth. Don't forget about Seth. So they went to Frisia. Gonna have to wrap the stream up in a little while, but I think we can maybe do the city. Saw a movie about two divers who missed their boat ride back where that happens. What, the whole thing where one of them passes out? Oh, it's nice. What a great city. People who live in such a pretty place must have beautiful hearts. Oh, I suddenly remember the storyline here. What a cute couple. Have you decided where you're staying tonight? No, not yet. We're looking for someone. Oh, well. Why not base your search here? It's settled. I'm exhausted. Don't you like it, Will? Let's go. The Frisia is the city flower. Smells good, doesn't it? Oh, come in. This is the hotel. Let's go in. Oh, we're paying the man. Come on. Will and Kara? Lily? Is it Lily? I was worried. It's been almost a month since we separated. We've been working and living in this hotel. Lance is in the room on the right. Go in there. They say I don't know who I am. Kind of strange. If I don't know where I am, how did I get here? Oh god, we all got amnesia. Lance hit his head, escaping from the Incan ship. The doctor said that he has temporary amnesia. Meanwhile, I think Lance should stay here until he recovers. I'm glad everyone is safe, but, well, we're still missing 2 people. Also, I haven't seen Eric since last night. Wonder what's happened. This collectathon, like, I wanna do it because that extra dungeon is a fun challenge near the end of the game, but also it's almost pure luck. Like, I'm using a guide right now, but they could have made it a little easier to find these things, like a little glint, something like that. Recently, tourists have avoided this town. Business is terrible. It's locked from the... Excuse me. It's not like a tornado came through here. Maybe you'd be more comfortable in a place not quite so neat. The upstairs is a mess. I'm ashamed. He had something in his eye. She was just helping me. Yeah. That's kind of cute. Listen to me carefully. You better not go on the back streets. Just as a rose has thorns, a pretty town has another side. Okay. I'm the jeweler Gem. I control the 7 seas. I'm holding 8 of the red jewels for you. Okay. Mother's always worrying about things. I was afraid you'd be you'd been kidnapped by someone or had been wounded. I might have suffered like that. Okay. That's just... Huh. You don't look ominous at all. Huh, you understand this place. Sometimes what you think is unimportant is the most important thing. Life is like that. This is a gift. Please take it. The old man secretly put something in Will's bag. Is it drugs? No, it's a red gem. That took a turn. A life lived honestly, a life of fun and laughter. If you don't want to lose your lives, go home. Okay. Where'd he go? Labor escaped. Have you seen him? No? Tell me if you've seen him. Children don't come here. Go home. I don't believe in the spirits. If there were spirits, things like status wouldn't matter. Ah, this is old school Nintendo of America. References to religion were frowned upon because they didn't want parents to freak out about video games. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean spirits, he means gods. Or a god. I don't believe in the gods. If they were gods, I think things like status wouldn't matter. Try not to think. The more I think, the more empty I become. Soon we will be sent away. Soon a great power will come from above, then mankind will die out. I don't know who made the prediction, but it's all a lie. I do this not to forget. Okay. A man working at the hotel was caught by the labor trader. There was nothing he could do about being found. He's the laborer ran away yesterday. I should tell the labor traders. I was prepared for the worst when I did it. Please, don't tell. I don't care about myself, I just don't want to get him in trouble. Okay. Okay, so according to my little guide, we actually have to rat out this poor fellow. No one can put on a show like I can. Have a look. You okay, mister? As I mentioned before, this game goes heavy on some subjects, in ways that still baffle me today. Not as in, oh, how could they put this into a video game? No, I think it's great that they wrestle with these subjects, like, because the game very deliberately tackles some of the really dark aspects of humanity, like slavery. It just, like, to this day, it's just kind of surprising that they went there. Also, if we want all the red jewels, we have to rat out an escaped slave, and I'm just gonna do it for the mechanical aspect, but god damn it, video game. Really? Tell me where he is and I'll give you a red jewel. Laugh and lie. So that's horrible. I guess they also took the guy who was hiding him for good measure. But yeah, it's not just that they put the subject in there, but also given that we are roughly traveling through what is like, I'll say like a facsimile of the real world. We're in a place called the Diamond Coast. So I'm guessing this is like there are no the slaves in this are not black. But I think we are in a place that's supposed to be South Africa. And the memory of South African apartheid was still pretty fresh when this game was made. Anyway, yeah. Oh wow, he just throws us out, huh? When I think of myself in your position, I shudder. I have no time to worry about what people think. It's hard enough just taking care of myself. Hey boy, kids can't come here. Go home, go home. Or did you come here to get a laborer? No? These laborers are the same age as you. Remember, there are people everywhere who live this way. Yeah, sure, let's normalize it. That'll make it easier on your conscience. Like your courage. I don't know what you do here, but have a look around. Good grief. I'm Imas. I was brought here by boat from far off Asia. We're a hunting tribe. When we're hungry, we hunt for food. All of the animals here fallen victim to an unknown disease. I'm Remus. Our game disappeared and we had nothing to eat. We had no choice but to become laborers. We didn't know where we would be taken or what would happen. I'm Sam. We were rescued last night by a man named Eric, who was working at the hotel, but we were caught by the labor traders. He's been held in a house in the corner of the back street in the town. Please save him. Okay, so now we know where Eric is. There's a man called Eric there. I've never heard of such a name. Why do you ask? Will? Is that Will's voice? Save me! Bonk. Shh. Hey boy, be quiet. I'll break down the door. Wow, he escaped quickly, huh? Possible. You've come to rescue me. I didn't think you could break down the door. The man ran away, scared. I tried to sneak into the camp to rescue 3 laborer brothers. I was discovered, and now I'm like this. The laborers were forced to work in the diamond mine. I'll tell you where. Please save them. Will announce the location of the mine. Also, I think this game also, it tries to explain the concept of indentured service and, or, you know, straight up slavery to kids by making it really clear that the taskmasters are these evil, shadowy creatures. But there's also a level of nuance there that, oh yeah, this is such a wonderful, prosperous city because it's built on forced labor, and I'm gonna have to wait until my gamepad registers. Be quick. Just ran out of battery. That's, I have to relink it. Gosh darn Bluetooth. I might actually have to go into my Bluetooth settings. Hang on. There we go. It's good to be among friends again. If only I wasn't so sad. My tears have all been cried. Look, Eric, I know you had a really rough time last night, but those other kids... Never mind. Not sure it's quite comparable. Diamond Mine was quiet as a tomb. A child ran down Will's... A chill ran down Will's spine when he heard the screams from the back of the cave. I'd say those aren't the ideal working conditions. Okay, I think this is a mini dungeon, and that's probably just about as much time as we have today. So, yeah. I beg you, cut this chain. There are 8 laborers, including me, forced to work in the mine. Please save us. I hope this one's not among the 8. It's on the reach, huh? dear. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. I'll probably be playing this, continue playing this in the near future, so, come back if you like. Always great to see nice people in chat. This mine has a secret room. Its entrance blends into the wall, but you can find it by watching for wind blowing through cracks in the wall. Of course, it would blow fine hair like yours around, then you'll understand. I should probably also take one. Well, sometimes you get to be lucky. Oh, okay. I was wondering when we'd be running into Gaia. Well, that's mighty nice of them to put a Gaia gate right here. Do we get a new power? Dark Friar can now be used. The Dark Friar is a dark power that only the Dark Knight, Freedom, can use. Use the arrow power to scorch a distant enemy. Use the attack button to save energy. Okay, it's a basic fireball. Pretty sure that was supposed to be dark fire and just was kinda odd. Like, I weirdly translated, or I don't know. I keep bagging on the English script, but it does get the story across beautifully, even if it's a little clumsily written here and there. There are people who are forced to work deep in the diamond mine. Please use this key to save them. Let's run through here as well for a little bit, because according to my guide there's at least, like, there's one red jewel hidden here where you need to break a wall. And ironically enough, it's the little guy who breaks the walls in this game. Maybe it's right here. Oh, hello. Thank you, I was buried in the cave-in. What would happen if we took longer? Want to give you a present. I'm sending 3 red jewels to the jeweler. Okay, wow. That wasn't just... it was 3. I want to finish this before we cut the stream, but I also really need to go to the bathroom. So, yeah, another short break. Be right back. Okay. Let's finish this mine. Oh, no, that's... I will say this, though. The dungeons can get a little samey. But hey, at least we get to do this. Okay. Yeah. So to collect my thoughts on this matter, the way this game approaches slavery, I'd say for a video game made in the 90s, it's remarkable. Like, it skirts certain aspects of it, like race. Doesn't really come up in this context. And it also makes the, like I said, makes the slave traders very cartoonish in their depiction. Like they basically look like classic classic Shadow Weaver from She-Ra. Cartoonishly evil. And but yeah, I think that there's a hint of nuance in there, in the sense that the wealth of seemingly nice people is built on other people's misery. The wealth and prosperity and safety, and I think that's a really powerful truth that yeah, it is a great thing, honestly, to put in a game that was intended to also be played by children, because kids gotta learn about these things. Thank you. I won't forget what you've done. Take this key. Also, yeah, I think the word slave hasn't come up once. It's always been laborer, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's Nintendo of America shying back from certain vocabulary. Who knows? It's oh, Jesus. Yeah. You found the mine key. Do I need 2 keys for this next door? Also, note how there was a little bit of a glint, you know, the kind of shit we don't get in the for the red jewels. With both keys, put in the keys. The key turns with a strange sound. Got the chain. Thank you. Our whole village is far across the ocean. You could go there, help the villagers to regain their strength. Thank you. All living things in our home country have grown strange. People have turned to stone. Some are sick with unknown diseases. That would be Sam, huh? Thank you. I heard from Eric that your friend has lost his memory. Legend says that there is a song that brings back the past. Please let him hear it. Sam hums a strange melody. You've learned a memory melody. Sorry. I need a favor. May I have the prison key and the melody of the wind as a souvenir of our meeting? I'm sure I'll never use it again. That should have been Will's font, I guess. I'll never forget you. Thank you. Okay, they have the same text. Yeah. I would really like a shortcut out of here. Really? Nothing? Come on, there has to be one. I think that's pretty wild that there is no shortcut out of here. Like, normally I would have expected this to go like... Oh wait, due to the structure I think we're still in a very early room. Oh, it's not that bad. But normally this goes like you go through the next door and then it says, we'll head back into town. But that's fine. It is good to be among friends again, if only it wasn't so sad. Will began to playing the melody he remembered. What is this place? Somehow I feel a little homesick. I feel like I'm back in the womb. Everything that's happened and the people I've met are pouring into my head. I was raised in the town of South Cape. When my father didn't come back from an expedition, the most important thing in my life was gone. I didn't know what to do. Couldn't stand my father using soldiers to invade other countries. It's awful when someone loses their life. What had taken years to put together was destroyed in one moment. Wonder if Seth is alright. People live on because they forgot about unpleasant things. Aww. It's little moments like this that make this game really special. What? What have I been doing? What's happened to everyone? Lance, your memory's back. I was worried. I wondered what would happen. I guess everyone was worried. I'd take care of someone in the same situation. Oh, good on you, Lance. But yeah, this hasn't been mentioned so far, but Lance's dad also went missing in that same expedition. So there's some stuff to unpack there. Basically, Lance doesn't have a dad anymore because of Will's dad. What's wrong? You're crying. I've experienced much in my travels. Well, there's an eccentric inventor in the woods nearby. Shall we go? I think his name is Neil. Did you say Neil? That's the same name as my lost cousin. Okay. My cousin Neil, the inventor, flew in the sky in a thing called an airplane. So Will and his group went to the inventor's house. It's like... Oh, by the way, I have a cousin in the invented air travel, and... It's open. Go in. Neil, it's me, Will from South Cape. Oh, Will, you've gotten strong. Are all of these people your friends? This person stinks. Kara. What are you saying? You shouldn't talk like that. There's a wonderful smell in this room, isn't there? Hey, both of you. Both of you talk pretty harshly. When you're wrapped up in inventing something, you don't care about your appearance. And showering, I guess. I don't think the smell is that bad. Not enough to hate me for it. Only been wearing these socks for a month. I've only had mine on for 3 weeks. I guess I lose. I can't believe it. I don't want to breathe the same air as him. Heard enough about my socks. Make yourselves at home. You're Will's friends. Welcome. It's been about 2 years since we last met, hasn't it? I've invented lots of things since then. The 4 inventions in this room are my best work. Have a look. Seth will be pleased when he sees this invention. I've only had mine on. Okay, more sock talk. Those are airplane wings. Oh, that's Neil is saying that. Those are airplane wings. It's part of a machine that will fulfill man's dream of flying in the air like a bird. The body's too big and you need a runway to take off, so it's hidden in the desert. That's a camera. It will burn a copy of the scene onto printing paper. The problem is that it takes almost 30 minutes. Scenery doesn't move, but to photograph a person means they can't move for 30 minutes. When I used it, the eyes turned bright red, like a rabbit's. That's a telescope. You can see the stars if they were in your hand. Telescopes don't work quite that well, but okay. That's an oxygen tank. There's air inside. With this you can breathe underwater, but there's only 1 minute's worth of air inside. Compressing the air would let you stay underwater longer, but I don't know how to do it. Well, why are you going in such a hurry? Stay a while. I was kinda hoping for a save point. Tell me why you came to see me. Will tells Neil about hearing his father's voice and visiting the world's ruins in search for the mystic statues. Huh, interesting. I too have some interest in ruins. The ruins Will talked about are scattered over the world, but they have something in common. Drawing a line among the ruins makes a shape that looks like the constellation of Cygnus. Cygnus? That's the Tower of Babel, where Will's father got lost. It's in the middle of the ground painting of the big white bird. I feel we're really missing bits and pieces of the script here. There's a new red star below the constellation of Cygnus. That's right. You know a lot. The red star and Cygnus, Will's interest in ruins. Different elements are bound together organically. I don't know if it's a coincidence or by design, but something is going to happen. Fortunately, the Nazca ground paintings are a week's walk east of here. Go? Well, sure. Good, it's settled. We're going too. We don't want Will to be the only one having a good time. The group went to the Nazca Desert. I like the Tower of Babel. The destination of our journey is right over there. But they don't know that. It was a long way, but you did a good job. This is the most famous of the ground paintings, the Condor. Have you ever heard of it? No one knows why ancient people drew pictures like this. Whenever I come here, I'm overwhelmed by the grand scale. You should go see it for yourself. So I mentioned that there's some analogy to South Africa in, you know, the whole diamond thing. But at the same time, I think the Nazca paintings are in South America, right? It's scary. I'll stay with Neil. Don't be in such a hurry. Wait for everyone else. Gaia, is there a portal here anywhere, please? I don't know if that's even to scale. Like, I would imagine that the condor is even bigger. In real life. Way bigger. You can see that stuff from space. Up until now, all I've done is go to school, study and play. Sometimes I wonder if my being here isn't all a dream. Doesn't there seem to be a pattern in the way the rocks are scattered around? When you look at it this way, it's like the white lines at an athletic event. Maybe the ancient Nazca people ran the 100-yard dash here. And God willing, they used they used the metric system and not yards. This is the condor's stomach. If you dig here, you might find eggs. It's a joke. Huh, don't be so serious. Oh, hello there. Coo. And they're gone. We'll talk about it when everyone comes back. The mystic statue that Will spoke of is somewhere on this plane. Thought I'd seen the paintings before, but does this condor look like Cygnus? Of course, I hadn't noticed. We look at it, we see Cygnus, but ancient people probably just saw a condor. Ah, I got it. Look where the rocks are on the ground. They're positioned like the stars in the constellation of Cygnus. Of course, Cygnus has 9 stars, and there are 9 stones. Where has the red star that appeared recently? Of course, at the joint of its left foot. Let's check the left foot. Not bad. It's as exciting as inventing something. It's going to happen. It's so exciting. An exciting experience. Riddle in a constellation. Kind of romantic. We're working on a puzzle that explorers and archaeologists have never solved. There's a tile buried in the sand. When Will's flute touched it, there was a rumbling sound. Something huge is coming down. Will! There's a strange garden floating in the sky over Nazca. On the ground, my friends look like tiny ants going back and forth. Could the paintings be an airport for the sky garden? We meet again. Coo. You're a strong boy to have come this far. The Sky Garden is our mode of transportation. There are 4 crystal balls in 4 locations. Find each one in the clockwise order. Don't drop off the cliff at the front of and back to find a. Drop off the cliff at the front and back to find the upside down world. And here we can save. Okay. This is gonna do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, no, this was a really fun stream. Chat was lively, and I'm slowly rediscovering why I love this game so much. I haven't played this in a long time, and but I always maintain very fond memories of it, and some of the emotional gravitas is still there, even if the script is a little wonky, but it works. So yeah. Again, thanks for watching. Whether you were chatting or lurking, I appreciate every single one of you. If you like to support the stream further, you can, of course, you can hit that follow button if you haven't done so already to be alerted when I go online here on Twitch. And I also tend to post on Twitter and Mastodon when I'm going online. You can find all that jazz in my Twitch subscription, not subscription, in my Twitch description. And there's also a link to my Ko-fi if you feel generous and want to give me a tip to support the stream even further. I'll be back on. Well, I'm still running without a schedule, and I should probably amend that, but I want to say soon, because I want to finish this game in the next few sessions, and yeah. It's usually easier to follow through on a full playthrough by doing multiple sessions in short order. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and wear a mask if you decide to go outside. Stay safe, and I'll hopefully see all of you next time. Goodbye.